If Big Mom and Kaido's crews were to clash, who would come out on top? Who's the better crew when it comes to combatants? All these questions are what I'm here to answer today. In this video, I'm going to attempt a power scale matchup between crew members in each Yonko's crew. The goal of the video is to decide which crew is the better crew when it comes to combat. Since Big Mom's crew has so many members, I'm going to make it easy by only taking the strongest combatants from Big Mom's crew. So for Big Mom's crew, we have Big Mom, Katakuri, Smoothie, Cracker, Perospero, Daifuku, and Oven. Now these are by far the strongest fighters on Big Mom's crew. Then we're gonna go over to Kaido's crew and the Beast Pirates. For the Beast Pirates, I also had to make sure they matched up with the Big Mom Pirates, so there are some missing members. Of course, we have Kaido, King, Queen, Jack, Who's Who, Ulti, and Sasaki. Now the reason I chose these three Flying 6 members is due to the fact that I believe they have the highest portrayal out of the Flying 6, and I did not add X Drake due to the fact that he wasn't actually a member of Kaido's crew. So these are the teams, let's make the matchups. The biggest matchup we're gonna save till the end, we got Big Mom versus Kaido. Then we got Katakuri versus King, Smoothie versus Queen, Cracker versus Jack, Perospero versus Who's Who, Ulti versus Daifuku, and Sasaki versus Oven. Now, the last three matchups, it didn't really matter how I switched them around, so I just went with these. And without any further ado, let the first clash begin between Oven and Sasaki. Now we're going to do this one first because we're going to build our way up to the final fight between the captains. But yeah, let's just jump right in. As we know, Oven has the Netsu no Mi, which allows him to produce extremely high temperatures from his body. His best feat being able to boil an entire ocean as he was trying to chase the Straw Hats in the Thousand Sunny. Now, he covered a large distance in a very short time. This is definitely an impressive feat. Moving over to Sasaki, now I'ma be honest here, Sasaki is ass. Poor guy got mid-diff by General Frankie, Sasaki has the Ancient Zoan Triceratops model, which allows him to have an extremely hard skin and super durable body. Now, durability is definitely something Sasaki excels at, due to him being the leader of the Beast Pirates Armor Corps. But, aside from durability, Sasaki doesn't really have much more going for him. Frankie seemed to be handling him relatively easily with his beams and sword. I can't really speak too much even about his durability due to the fact that it didn't take much for Frankie to take him out. Though a lot of the fight was off screen, I just don't really feel like this guy is that strong. So if I had to choose between Sasaki and Oven, I think I'ma still give the edge to Sasaki due to the fact that Oven hasn't really shown the AP or destructive abilities to be able to knock out a Sasaki. The strongest attack we've seen Oven do is a basic heat punch, which isn't really that impressive. So if I had to choose between these two, I think I'ma give the edge to Sasaki just due to the fact that he has better durability and can outlast Oven. Alright, this next one's gonna be a little bit more fun. We got Daifuku versus Ulti. So Daifuku versus Ulti, this is very interesting. So Daifuku is pretty cheese, I'm not gonna lie. Daifuku has the Hoya no Mi, which basically allows him to summon a genie. And this genie is literally invincible as far as we've seen. It can handle any type of blows and it just keeps getting back up. Seems like the only way to beat the genie is by taking out Daifuku himself. So I will say this is definitely going to be a hard time for our girl Ulti. Now Daifuku feat wise, it hasn't been too crazy. He was clashing with Sanji a bit in Whole Cake Island. And yeah, I'd say he's pretty solid overall. Then moving over to Ulti. Now Ulti, when it comes to durability, man, she is definitely competing with. In fact, she has better on-screen feats than the genie when it comes to durability. Ulti was able to get back up from a combined homie attack from Big Mom that hit her directly, as well as the fact that she was pretty impressive throughout Wano in general, butting heads with Luffy, getting up shortly after taking a Thunder Bagua from Yamato. Ulti has been an absolute demon. And to take her out, Nami needed Zeus, one of Big Mom's souls, which is the captain of Daifuku. I think I'm gonna give the edge to Ulti due to the fact that Ulti is too tanky. I don't think Daifuku's spear with the genie is really gonna do much to Ulti. And Ulti is pretty fast, so I think she can definitely close some distance pretty easily. But I'm not fully gonna sleep on Daifuku and ignore the fact that Daifuku is a good fighter. He knows how to use his genie and he knows how to keep distance, so it would definitely be a hard fight. I'll give it extreme difficulty. And that's another win for the Beast Pirates. The next matchup is Who's Who vs Perospero. Now Perospero has been a beast in Wano. I'm not gonna sleep on Perospero. This man has been going crazy, man. This man was attempting to take out Marco. This man was bodying minks. I mean, Perospero was definitely slept on, and he showed us what he was really about here in Wano. Perospero has the Pero no Mi, which allows him to create candy, as well as the fact that he can use his fruit to create weapons, as we've seen in the story where he makes a bow. And then for Who's Who's pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Second to only Rob Lucci himself. Now Who's Who was very impressive. He was putting in some work against Jinbei. Ultimately he fell short, but he definitely can't be slept on. Perospero's best feat is well injured, beating an injured Nekomamushi. And then Who's best feat is really nothing in particular, but he was able to put a good fight up against Jinbei. Due to Who's Who having a wider set of abilities, I think I might give him the edge, because Perospero is definitely impressive with his creativity. But would a candy axe or a candy bow really be enough? I'm not too sure about that. Since Who's Who showed us a good fight against Jinbei, he just has more credibility as of right now. So I'll give the edge to Who's Who, but I'm still giving it high to Extreme Death. So the Big Mom Pirates have not even won once. Now we are going over to the Commanders, the Sweet Generals. Can the Sweet Generals turn the tides? Alright, so for the first matchup between the Commanders, we have Jack versus Cracker. Alright, so as we've seen, Cracker was pushing Gear 4 Luffy to extremely high difficulties due to his Devil Fruit ability, which allows him to create Cracker soldiers who are extremely durable and were able to take blows from Luffy in Gear 4. And then moving over to Jack. Now Jack's been doing quite a bit throughout the story. We've learned about Jack all the way back in Zou. Now Jack is pretty mediocre. I'm gonna be honest, Jack's mediocre as hell. Jack has definitely had the hype and definitely has showed a decent amount of feats, but none that I can really say I'm confident in Jack's skills as a fighter. He's really just shown us durability feats, and he hasn't really shown us anything too impressive aside from that. He was able to fight a bunch of Sulong Minks and take them out. That definitely is Jack's best feat and is definitely impressive. But Cracker with his Cracker soldiers could definitely do the same thing. So it's a tough matchup. Now Jack is definitely slow as well due to his huge body, so he wouldn't really be able to just speed his way through and attack Cracker directly. And personally, I think Cracker's soldiers are stronger than those Sulong Minks, so I think Cracker would just simply overwhelm Jack with his soldiers, and Jack would honestly be able to do nothing about it. Jack hasn't even shown us any name attacks. Cracker's soldiers were overwhelming Gear 4 Luffy, who I think would be enough to take out Jack. So I think we're gonna go with Cracker in this matchup. And the first win for the Big Mom Pirates goes to Cracker. Alright, so moving over to Smoothie vs Queen. Now we haven't really seen much from Smoothie. This is a matchup that I feel like is just gonna be tough to even decide. Smoothie, you know, her fruit's pretty alright. With her Devil Fruit, she's able to remove a liquid from both living and non-living things. Now, this low-key can be pretty OP because she can remove all the liquid in your body, causing you to just die from dehydration. So it's definitely impressive. But then we got Queen. You know, Queen's extremely tanky, as well as the fact that Queen has a wide spread of abilities, as we've seen when he used some of Sanji's siblings' ability. Smoothie carries a long sword, so we could say she can definitely have a chance at cutting Queen, but I don't know, I feel like there would be too much headcanon to really give Smoothie a serious chance here. I also feel like dehydration might not work due to the fact that Queen's body is modified and isn't the same as a normal human's. So I think Smoothie doesn't really have a chance here, if I'm being honest. We definitely need to see more from Smoothie, but as of right now, I'll give the edge to Queen. We gotta give the edge to Queen, man. But yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that the Beast Pirates won this fight, but for the fun of it, I'll state my opinion on the last two matchups. So the next matchup would have been King versus Katakuri. If I had to choose between the two, I'd probably give Katakuri the edge due to the fact that he has future sight and he can plan his attacks to where King will be. Though King can fly, I do think Katakuri can keep up with those high speeds, as we've seen him dodging some of Luffy's Gear 4 Snake Man attacks, as well as the fact that Katakuri is an awakened user, so he can turn his surroundings into mochi and then weaponize them with his armament haki and turn them into fists that can track King. Now, will we say all these fists will hit King? No, but Katakuri is definitely extremely observant as well, so he'd be able to eventually figure out the same thing Zoro did, that when King's flames are on, he's more durable, but when they're off, he takes more damage. So Katakuri would eventually take advantage of this. Now you're probably wondering, what would King be doing all this time? He wouldn't just be sitting around. King would be going in for the attacks, but Katakuri would be able to evade them due to his high level of future sight, and it would be a long slugfest. Now you can argue all King really needs is a few blows, but I don't think King's gonna get any of those blows in due to the fact that I have faith in Cat's speed and reaction time. Now this might just be being biased, as well as the fact that if King gets hit with that buzz cut he used on Luffy while his flames are off, there's definitely gonna be some problem, and this attack was able to knock him out, so I would definitely be scared for King. I'll give it to Katakuri Extreme Death. I just feel like Katakuri has the slightly better resume due to the fact that as soon as Zoro got his power up, King was pretty much finished. So that gives me faith that within a few hours Katakuri could take out King. Moving over to the last fight, we got Big Mom and Kaido. These two are very close, but I'ma just give it out to Kaido because Kaido's the strongest creature alive. As well as the fact that I feel like Kaido is actually the strongest pirate alive right now because it's been stated so many times in the story. Now I know some people think it's Shanks and whatnot, but I'm gonna stick with Kaido because he has the best portrayal as of right now, and it just makes the most sense to me. So in the end, the Beast Pirates come out on top. These guys are absolute monsters, man, and I feel like they might be the second strongest Yonko crew under the Red Hair Pirates because Red Hair Pirates have been hyped up too much to the point where I'm thinking they the strongest Yonko crew. Now I don't think Shanks is the strongest Yonko, but I think the Red Hair Pirates might be the strongest crew. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video, man. These pirates came out on top. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment your thoughts down below. As always, people, have an awesome day. Just the hero.